I love wearing a full face of makeup to the gym. I did not learn how to do a full face of makeup with confidence until I was 37 years old. And I didn't grow up wearing makeup because I wasn't allowed to. I just didn't know how to. And I never asked my mom, and she never taught me. In high school, I dabbled with mascara, and in college, eyeshadow and lip color, but not much more than that. And in fact, when we would get ready to go out and party, I would, through my own insecurities, judge the other girls and talk about how it didn't take me longer than 30 minutes to get ready, like it was some kind of accomplishment. I saw it as vanity, and somehow me not wanting to wear all that makeup made me better. However, that was definitely 100% my own insecurity, but I digress. So, fast forward to last year. I had just quit my corporate job, decided to start my own business and take the leap, and I had gotten the body of my dreams, got healthy, looking fine, so I decided to book a boudoir photo shoot. And while I was on set, Marcela, the makeup artist, was doing my makeup, and I started to get nervous because I personally had never spent that much time on my own makeup and didn't know what I was going to look like. And when she was done, she told me, go into the bathroom and look in the mirror. And I looked in the mirror and I was stunned. And not necessarily in a good way. So a lot of things went through my head. One, who is this gorgeous, beautiful woman looking back at me? But two, who is this gorgeous woman looking back at me? Because I don't recognize her. And I was like, I literally booked this photo shoot because I wanted to celebrate me. And right now I'm not seeing me in the mirror. And it made me emotional. I felt happy, but I also felt very sad because I was torn that she spent all this time on my makeup and I look gorgeous, but I don't recognize her. And so I came out of the bathroom and I was honest with her and brave enough to speak about how I was feeling. Marcela looked at me and she smiled and she told me something quite wonderful. She said that it's still me, that I'm still me, but that the makeup is showing me a different version of myself. That it's not taking anything away from me, and it's not changing me, it's just a different extension of who I am, and that I'm allowed to be different versions of myself. And I thought that was pretty amazing and powerful, and it made me feel way better. So then I decided to tell her my story of my experience with makeup and all the limiting beliefs I had about it and what kind of person it made me. And I asked her, I said, would you be willing to teach me how to recreate this look and how to do my makeup? And, she lived in Florida and I live in California, so I asked her if she could do a Zoom call with me. And she totally was like, yep, I do that all the time. And so I booked her for an online Zoom call, a 4-hour one-on-one tutorial on how to do makeup for my face and my colors and all that. And it was the first time in my life where I finally had confidence around doing my makeup. So, at the age of 37 years old last year, I finally learned how to do this. But, the one thing that stunned me the most is that I have shared this story when I get compliments on my makeup. And you would be shocked at how many women have a similar, if not almost exactly the same story that I have. And there is extreme power in sharing to know that we're not alone and that not everyone is born knowing how to use a makeup brush. So full circle, when I say I love wearing a full face of makeup to the gym, it's because it represents many things. One is that I acknowledged and really looked at where I felt insecure and weak, and that I had the courage to ask for help and to question if something was or was not actually meant for me. Am I meant to be able to put on makeup and feel beautiful and romanticize my life? Yes, I am. Definitely am. I was willing to challenge a belief that I had for most of my life, built off of insecurity. And what I once used to judge as vanity, I now see as a form of self-care and a way to romanticize your life. And it's just a beautiful thing that you can have such a visual reminder of the progress that you can make in life. Very much and very similar to rebuilding the relationship to your body, which is actually what we do over here. If you're into this kind of content where we talk about where we have room for growth and where we overcome our limiting beliefs and tap into our unlimited potential by rebuilding the relationship with our food, our bodies, and our mindsets, then you are in the right place, and you should definitely follow so you can be part of this community. And, I think I look beautiful without makeup, but I also think that I look like a babe with it. So yes, I love wearing makeup to the gym. And also, if this story resonates with you, please leave some comments and let us know that I'm not alone and other women are not alone. I think it's a beautiful subject to talk about. I love you. You got this. Love your godmother, Danielle.